Many ordinary people have built wealth and taken control of their financial destiny by systematically buying houses. This quote is by John Schaub. I actually just extracted it from one of his books, Building Wealth One House at a Time. I read this book 3 times, and Building Wealth One House at a Time, it's also one of his classes. Actually, the very first real estate class that my wife and I took back in 2013. And on that day, we had the copy of our book signed by John. So here it is. Elia and Eva, build wealth, enjoy it, and share it. And this was January 27, 2013. So a lot of things have changed since then. And now here we are sharing our path, sharing what we learned, actually the knowledge that we've applied and the experience we gained through it. So today's vlog will be about the last day of our most recent rehab that we've already documented in some of our previous entries of our vlog. So let's begin. One more thing before we get into today's vlog. John Schaub, together with Peter Fortunato, who's a dear friend of ours, have been awarded the Ronnie Award for Excellence in Speaking and Teaching Real Estate Principles. And together with Peter Fortunato, we've already recorded a nice chat that I am in the process of editing and that will be present on our channel in the near future. So stay tuned. While I was installing the closet doors, the rest of the team was taking care of the cleanup. And then after the lunch break, I dealt with the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink had a minor leak from the faucet. So we replaced the faucet, and of course in installing the new one, we had some challenges. You know, I don't enjoy plumbing. There is always, you try to fix something and you generate another issue. But we were able to replace it after a couple of tries. Everything was done correctly, and it went pretty smoothly for once. At this point, we started to empty the house, this room that we were using to store tools and everything else and other materials and such. And we did that so that we could start to paint even the outside to make it look more clean and neat and polished. Lastly, we loaded things up onto the pickup truck, and after taking a brief look inside, give enough time to Eva to take some pictures to list the property as we did, we drove into the sunset. And once that we got back, we put everything back into its place and we got ready for the next one. Now, it might look funny that I'm using drawers, but then when I bring them back, they fit right in, back into their place, and I actually label my drawers so I know where everything is. So I do my best with what I got. Anyhow, this is how we wrapped up the rehab. It didn't take that long, but it was a light cosmetic rehab, which is what we normally do. So we don't like to take too long with these things, also to shorten the times of vacancy. The property is back on the market since yesterday, Saturday, February 3rd. We'll see when we're going to have it rented. I'll make sure to add the link to the listing in the description of this video. Should you want to share it with somebody, should you know about anybody who wants to rent a property in Beverly Hills, Florida, Citrus County. And we'll move on, wrapping this vlog entry up as well, reading, as usual, one of Abraham Hicks' cards. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Of course, first the alignment of ourselves and then everything else. We cannot productively interact with the outside world until we are at peace within. So our priority should be about feeling good about ourselves, with ourselves. Abraham Hicks says, you cannot perceive life from any perspective other than from that of yourself. It's pretty simple. Selfishness is the sense of self. So there's nothing wrong with being selfish. It's just, what you gotta do in order to interact the best way possible with anybody else. You gotta take care of yourself first. Unless you're selfish enough to care about how you feel and therefore direct your thoughts in such a way that you are allowing a true connection to your inner being, you have nothing to give others. Absolutely. Everyone is selfish. Indeed, just people pretend not to be, or they don't admit that they are. It is not possible to be otherwise. Absolutely. Just think, even in cases of emergency, people often use the example of the airplane. They say, when the mask comes down, make sure you have it securely on your face and then go to assist somebody else who might need your help. But unless we selfishly take care of ourselves first, we wouldn't be able to assist others. Anyhow, this wraps up today's vlog. Guys, as I said, I'll make sure to add the link to the property in the description of this video, although it will eventually expire. But again, thank you for taking the time to take a look at the content we create and interact with it by leaving a comment, leaving a like, asking us questions, as we're getting more and more traction with the Italian content. Of course, with the Italian content, the delivery is much more, is much better. It's my mother tongue, I'm more confident and all, but it's all right. So thank you very much for the time you've dedicated to this content, and I'll see you on the next one. Be better with books. Improve your thinking by reading to improve.
This video has been brought to you
by us at
Real Estate Helpful Solutions.
We buy houses, helping people.
To find out more about how we can be of help, text or call us at 727-366-6916 or send us an email at the email address you see in the photo.